Massive Mornings with Penny, weekdays from 7 to 10 a.m.
Hashtag Massive Mornings. We continue to bring you great music. Ndenzele Uncedo, him 377, right here on Massive Mornings. That's my song choice for today. Hope that it blessed you as much as it did to us in studio here. Back to my chat with my guest for this Tuesday morning. We are off to the theater, and I'm talking to multi-award winning poet, director, and playwright Napo Masheane. So we've been in the lockdown for the last 362 days. Napo didn't sit on her laurels. She's been doing all sorts of amazing things online, webinars, even created plays, and she's showcasing it. Just finished the run at the Joburg Theatre, and off it goes to the Soweto Theatre. Kicking off tomorrow night. So there's shows during the day as well as in the evening, and together with UNFPA, making sure that it's accessible to girls and boys who've never been to the theatre to come, and checking this one. So a lot of people call you a beast when it comes to what you do. What do you say to that?
Yo. Hey, but I suppose the beast is better than Mbokoto, ne? No, I refuse to be a Mbokoto. I'm not a rock. So I suppose the beast is better. Yeah. When you see me, you know you must be careful. Yeah. I mean, already my friends, with their conversations, they always make sure hey, disclaimer when copyrights. Bella, when are you sitting here, we're having a chill out, you're already probably taking a line. I mean, the queen after opening was like, Napo, you owe me therapy. You just put my whole life there. And she was like, you and Clive, you owe me therapy. We were like, do we? Don't you have more stories with the royal family that we can use?
Especially after watching that whole
exactly like
definitely show royalty. Then we lost the Zulu king, and then there's a lot of kings as well that passed on during the lockdown.
True.
From the Pedi people to the Ndebele people to the Xhosa people to the Zulu people.
There's a shift happening. The beasts are taking over.
And then there's what happened with Meghan as well. It's a lot. We can write lots and lots of plays. Okay, so I mean, but in terms of like your energy and the spirit that you bring to your place, how did you come to the space that you're in right now?
I'm still trying to figure out. Don Matera once said, when we were growing up and studying up in this poetry movement, he once said that many are called but few are chosen. If you're the chosen one, you do it even when you're in pain, even if it hurts. And I always say that the kind of plays and poems and stories that I share and I write, those are my nightmares. So I'm constantly trying to wake up from my nightmares, to leave myself out of these nightmares, because they're hectic, they're heavy, right? So I'm just trying to wake up from these nightmares that are part of our lives, I don't know of any woman or sister or aunt or mother or grandmother who has not been a victim of gender-based violence, or who doesn't know somebody who has been, who succumbed to femicide. And I always say that every woman's story has parts of me in them. And the only thing I know how to, heal or overcome and wake up from the nightmare is to write about them. These stories that are part of us,
Well, if you have a chance, please go check out the play My Vagina Was Not Buried with Him, which is going to the Soweto Theatre this coming week. So the question is, this title, I don't know who I was telling that, I went to go watch a play, and I must say, guys, I don't know if this is an age thing or what. When we were younger, saying vagina was just a thing. It was difficult. We couldn't. Now, I mean, really, we just put it in the name of play.
We say it as it is.
And we say, my vagina, my rules. And then they're like,
yeah.
And
it's actually better in English. You mentioned Kasesotho.
But I mean, really, this is our thing. But now, I have a recollection of that, woman in my village or in the circle of, my family who just used to call it
as it is.
Yeah. And
they call it as it is.
But there was that.
Yes.
But then there were those who be like, Eman, why? But like now you realize, hey, now I'm that woman who...
We are, which means we are really, really old. We have reached that level. We are both auntie those sisters.
We've earn the right to say it without.
That's what I love about, being a matured woman. Like you get away with so much poetic justice. You can say it as it is. You don't color code it.
Yeah. But so what I was getting to is like the title, obviously it was inspired by the conversation, but I'm sure you could have got, okay, let's just call it something else.
I always say, you know how we say you judge the book by its cover?
Yeah.
I always say when it comes to my theater production, and maybe that's because I did marketing management before.
Yeah.
I had to please my mom before doing my speech and drama. And also maybe it's the marketing manager in me that I feel like when you come to see my show, you shouldn't second guess what you're going to get. So you must be clear. So if it's my bum is genetic, deal with it. We're going to talk about bums. Clear. If it's fat black women sing, it's amazing, fat, voluptuous women who are going to talk and sing, right? And if it's crazy, say her name. It's very clear who the story is about. So even this time, don't be, we're not coming here to sugarcoat.
Yes.
It's clear we're going to talk about vagina. Vagina.
And we this time around, men were brought in to come and listen and be part of the conversation. There was a dialogue that happened,
that was intended for everybody to respond to the vagina.
Yeah. So why are these dialogues and engagements important as part of your presentation of your work?
I think for me, it's that thing that I can do the piece, I can perform the piece, but I think the role of theater is to make sure that the conversations go beyond the stage. And for me, it's that theater provokes, it sparks conversation. So for me, it's that I cannot perform and then come back on stage and say, let's talk. I want to see, I want to hear, I want for a second to listen to other people's, point of views. And even if we're in disagreement, but I also want the audience and the panelists to engage in heated discussions. Because for me, when it's heated, that's when the achievement and the goal has been achieved. We're not here to be like, no, no, Reshap. We need to start questioning ourselves. We need to start challenging ourselves. And I'm happy that people like yourself and Lesedi challenged our brothers. And also it made me again as a playwright to say, wow, okay, so there's much more bigger work that needs to be done. And I hope for the brothers and fathers who were within the midst, that they realized and they found a sense of themselves that sometimes it's okay to listen and to accept that you don't know. And for a change to say, yes, I'm coming from this perspective, but the minute the audience comes and provokes and challenges me, I need to say, wow, I'm not all knowing. So I have to have a room enough to get more information, but also to be more proactive as opposed to being defensive and all those kind of things. So for me, I like it when conversations are heated. I love it because it means the playwright has achieved what she wanted to achieve.
Yeah, I feel like the next play is going to be Chop His Penis.
At least there's so many witnesses when the play comes out. Lamutle, this is how this plays they start, right?
I'm just okay. Well, not quite. I mean, we do love the penis. It's just that
Chop this. Oh my God, you put him into trouble more and more.
All right, let's enjoy a song that talks to man.
Massiv Mornings with Penny, weekdays from 7 to 10 a.m.